Good morning, students. I am your educator Dolcy, and today we are going to start your 12th class syllabi. Okay, as per you have to follow the book of Truman's Elementary Biology as you followed in your 11th standard. Okay, so in this semester we have total of 5 units. Out of those, we are going to start today first unit, that is reproduction. Okay, so reproduction unit generally represents the all those phenomena in which single organism or the two parents, it can be single or two parents, they interact with each other to produce two offsprings. Okay, two or more depending upon their litter size. Okay, so reproduction is the process in which new organisms are produced from the existing one. So this unit comprises of four chapters. First one is reproduction in organisms, in which we broadly discuss about the types of, the modes of, and the lifespan of organisms. Then we will discuss about the modes of reproduction, that can be sexual or asexual, and the type of offspring produced by those methods of reproduction observed in singular cell organisms, multicellular organisms, fungi, plantae and milia as per our 11th class syllabi. Okay, so the second chapter comprises of sexual reproduction in flowering plants, in which the flowering plant represents the angiospermic plant. All other plants of kingdom Animalia, as per they usually undergo primitive type of sexual or asexual reproduction. Only the angiospermic plants are known as flowering plants because there the flower is represented as a sexually reproducing unit or the unit of sexual reproduction. Third chapter is about human reproduction, in which we will discuss about the hormones, the pubertal changes, the behavioral changes, the period of gestation, your pregnancy consequences, the problems of pregnancy, hormonal changes observed during pregnancy, and the process of parturition and growth of a baby. Okay, so it deals completely with the males, females, birth ages, and the offspring produced and their nourishment. Last but not the least of this unit comprises of fourth chapter, that is reproductive health. Here the reproductive health represents the type of health in which you are physically healthy, are you capable to reproduce well, or many other. Okay, reproductive health, it only meant for the period of your puberty age. After the puberty, your diet, your sexual intercourses with other partner, or the use of contraceptives, how to control population, what are the diseases that are observed during unprotected sexual intercourses with multiple partners or with the single one, and many more a type of very in vitro fertilization techniques. Okay, this is the introduction of your unit first. Now we are going to start your unit first chapter first. Okay, so the first chapter of your syllabus is reproduction in organism. As I told you, it is the chapter in which we deal first what is reproduction and how is variable in various kind of organisms. Okay, so first we are going to define reproduction. So reproduction is a kind of biological process. Biological means it is the process observed in living organisms by which or in which new individual or organisms are produced, that are known as offspring from their parents. And the necessary point here to notice is that reproduction is known to produce like begets like, which represents that offspring are just a copy of their parents, they are not any new creation. They have the traits or the characters similar to their parent. Okay, so reproduction is the basic or fundamental process observed both in plants and animals, in single cell, everywhere, in every form of life. Reproduction is observed to ensure the continuity of species. If you want to observe that a species should be conserved on earth or it exists on earth, so the necessary point is their reproduction. They should reproduce. If they reproduce, then the species will continue up to the depth of life. Okay. Then the potential. Potential means the capacity, the capability of an individual to produce offspring per breeding time. Breeding time means the litter type. Litter means the offspring produced during one parturition. Okay, that represents the reproductive cycle. So first of all, you must be familiar with the litter and the breeding event. So the litter represents the number of organisms produced during one breed, means during one type of pregnancy or delivery. Okay, as you know, the litter size is variable. We have maximum of 2 or 3 child during each pregnancy, or the rats have 12 and variable. Okay, it is completely variable or dependent upon species that litter size is of what size. Okay, and maximally the reproduction is necessary for survival of species. For that, it is essentially that a large number of organisms should be produced. Larger the number of offspring, higher will be the reproductive success. The species is said to be reproductively success only if it produce large number of organisms or offspring during each breed, or they can give maximum number of breed during their reproductive lifespan. Okay. So the next topic is the importance of reproduction. That why reproduction is necessary for ourselves or for the species. So as I told you, reproduction is necessary for maintenance of a race or for the continuity of germplasm or for maintaining a species on the earth. Okay. So reproduction is not a kind of process that without which you die. It is not actually if an organism, assume a female is sterile or it is infertile, it doesn't mean that she cannot survive. She can. It doesn't harm or it doesn't affect the survival, but it is helpful only to maintain your germplasm or character within the population or within the generation. If you want to pass your character to other organisms, the only way is known as the reproduction. Okay, as you know, none of the organisms on this earth is immortal. Immortal stands for Amar. None of the organisms are immortal. So, as our elders will die, so it is necessary to replace them with the younger ones. So, it is the kind of nature's rule that our elders die and the new are born to replace the species. Because change is the point that is necessary for the survival of a species. Change is necessary. For that change, older must die and the newer must born. Okay. Then the reproduction also help in increasing the population of a species. If you want to increase the number of organisms on earth, it is necessary that you must reproduce. If you reproduce, your number will increase. And the last point, but not the least, is the reproduction act as a vehicle. Vehicle means a kind of passage in which the variations which are beneficial for our population, they are passed on to next generation, while those which are not beneficial, they must not pass. Actually, this sometimes is relevant up to here only, but when we will discuss this topic in evolution, we will completely or disagree on this point. For this, that's not only advantages, even the disadvantageous variations also pass from one generation to another. The point is just the passage of variation, not the advantages or disadvantages. Okay, thank you. This is all for today.